So what goes on in the transitions and the winter shelters? And where do you stay at?
I stay at the winter shelter.
Okay.
And for the most part, the winter shelter is just a place to get out of the cold and, you know, maybe get you a snack, a shower, which a lot of people don't take advantage. A lot more people need to take advantage of that.
I heard the showers and stuff are pretty dirty. Is that true?
They're not too bad. Not too bad. I mean, they could always be better, but it's enough if you have something to put on your feet, like some sandals or something like that. You don't want to be stepping on it.
Oh yeah, that's kind of gross.
Yeah.
Never know what people got.
Right. So if you're just in there to get a hot shower, it's not too bad. At least you can get it. So I advise people take advantage of that.
Okay. How do the employees treat the homeless there at the winter shelter?
Not too bad for the most part. Not too bad. You have a few guys that are, you know, like the main people. You know, they're like the top executives or whatever you want to call it. They're pretty cool. Yeah, for the most part. If you get kicked out of the winter shelter, it's mostly because of your own disrespect or, you know, just foul behavior.
Right.
And it has to be, I've seen people get more than one chance. Like, you know, you have to blow it, really, really blow it.
Yeah, so basically their fault.
Right, you have to really, really blow it to get kicked out of there. Some people, because they're intoxicated mostly, they get
do they
kicked
do
out.
like drug tests and alcohol tests like that?
If they see that you're visibly, you know, stumbling or, you know, drunk, you know, they will breathalyze you. And I saw people get back in if they, you know, their level goes down.
Yeah.
Of alcohol, blood level, I guess it is. So.
Have you ever stayed at the Oliver Gospel Mission?
Yeah, when I first got here, was it 3.5 months ago? I stayed there. The Oliver Gospel is not bad, but it's cramped. It's like really closely packed in together. Even though it's less people than the winter shelter, you're more closely packed in together, like the sleeping quarters. And that place, there's no smoke in there. But that place is like, to me, it's a fire. They know it's a fire hazard. It was built like in the 1700s.
Yeah, right? That place is old.
Completely made of wood. And it's going to be kindling if that thing ever was to catch fire. So I would not want to be inside of that place.
Right. What about fights? Are there any fights that go on? Because I heard a lot of people like don't even want. They'll rather stay on the streets and be in some places because of the fights.
Yeah, it's a lot of fights, a lot of drunken, intoxicated, fuel fighting that goes on. I haven't seen anybody get too badly hurt as of yet, but it's bound to happen. It's only a matter of time. And just the shelters, I mean, the transition, they're like part of a non-profit organization. And, you know, they get funding, which people really never see, especially when it comes to the clothing and cars and different things that get donated to them. I guess they have to weed out the people that are not going to use it to the best, you know, purpose, but, you know, if they're not using it for what they're supposed to be, then that's something they have to deal with.
Right.
So, for the most part, I think it's better than nothing.
True.
Both places.
I do admit that Columbia does treat their homeless better than a lot of states and a lot of towns. Because some do just leave them on the street and don't even care at all. Like in the bigger cities, like in California, for instance, New York, you know.
Well, I've been to New York, and they give you a lot more opportunities for homeless in New York. I mean, New York is, I can actually say from experience that they give you a lot more educational. See, that on the surface, Columbia may look better because they're giving away all this food. But like I said, it's a lot of non-profit organizations that are taking that money that they're getting funded for. They're taking that money and giving out a few pieces of bread, and the other 999,000 they're keeping for themselves.
That's bull crap.
Yeah, so that's what's going on here. So it may give you the appearance, oh, they're giving out food here, they're doing good work, and you know, the homeless are eating good. But these people are living in, you know, nice houses and driving big cars and paying their bills off the homeless. You know, and I think New York is a lot better in the bigger cities because they provide a lot more educational programs and job training